Our body is the amazing vessel that we have been given to carry us from birth to the end of our lives. It is also the vessel of our soul. Yet over the years, we have developed a complicated relationship with our bodies and even disconnected from the voice of our body. In our second stage, it is time to reconnect with and honor our bodies, transforming our relationship with our body to one of wisdom and power. Welcome to Her Second Stage, the podcast dedicated to inspiring successful women in the next stage of their lives. I'm Hilda and I'm excited to share the lessons I've learned as I transitioned into my second stage. Join me on this exciting journey of sisterhood and remembering who we are at our core. Remember, no matter where you've been, the best is yet to come. We have been given one body at birth with the responsibility to house our soul, to take care of it, and have the best experience over the many decades we will be on this earth. Just a reminder, the role of the body, and as per the episode named Inner Wisdom, the body, mind, heart, and soul works together as our inner team to create us and our lives. The body is the car, and without the body, we can have no human experience. So just as a quick reminder, the body is the vehicle, the soul is the driver, or spirit is the driver, heart is the steering wheel, and our mind is the navigation system. Every one of those parts work together with and through our bodies as the vehicle. Most women have very complex relationships with their bodies, and it started when we reached puberty and experienced so many changes in such a short time. Then this relationship continued throughout our adult life, where we keep on judging ourselves. Society's ideals, personal experiences, and our own expectations all shape how we see and judge ourselves physically. As we age, that relationship becomes even more complicated, with a lifetime of experiences to back our outdated belief systems up. So here we are, experiencing another phase of change, all seemingly happening at the same time. We feel frustration as our bodies change. Our metabolism slows, wrinkles appear, and joints may not feel as nimble as they once were. And we've often so judged our bodies as we have done so from puberty. But what if we could shift that view? Instead of seeing our body as a source of frustration, let's begin to view it as an incredible vessel for our lives. Our body is the vehicle for how our spirits experience life. Wow! Let's be grateful for the countless experiences throughout life. Every line and every curve is part of our story. The body is our companion, supporting our journey and evolution. Our body experiences any event first through senses, and we describe this as emotions. Our senses is there to keep us safe. Just in case you haven't listened to any of the other episodes, I'm just going to quickly remind you about the difference between emotions and feelings. Emotions are what your body experiences through the senses. Example, butterflies in the stomach or tightening of the muscles. Feelings are the stories our mind creates. Around the sensations or around the emotions. For example, I'm so scared or I'm so excited. So understanding a story around anything could be eye-opening. Our bodies are constantly giving us feedback, urging us to listen, to heal, and to honor what we need. When we ignore the voice of our bodies, we can end up feeling disconnected, resentful, or we can even develop physical health problems. Our body communicates with us, and when we don't listen, we create symptoms. I believe symptoms, or what we named the word as symptoms, is purely our body's way of communicating with us. But when we experience these symptoms, we go to the doctor, we get a prescription, and we shut the voice of our body down completely. If we start to see our body as a mirror for our inner world, we open up a whole new level of understanding and compassion for ourselves. One would not think that it is impossible to disconnect from the voice of our body. But you will be surprised how many of us actually are. Since the beginning of the previous big change, which was puberty and adolescence, where physical, hormonal, and emotional changes happen almost seemingly overnight, being unprepared for these changes and adding to it being teased by family or friends, or in severe cases being bullied or worse, cause us to judge ourselves, even disconnecting from our bodies. And so we start struggling with issues of self-image, weight, and feeling of betrayal as they change with age. I remember personally, when I was the age of 12, I just started growing and growing. I think I was 5'9" before the end of my 12th year, and I had these huge feet. I was teasing for being so tall and called a lamppost. My dad teased me for having my big feet and told me at least I won't fall over. Although this was all very funny, for other people it wasn't funny for me. I grew up hating my height, hating my feet, trying to be shorter. I started slouching and rolling my shoulders forward. Now, many years later, I have a bad back and I need to learn to walk tall, to love my height and my big feet. It's so dumb how we spend so much energy judging things we cannot change. And here we are again, with physical, hormonal, and emotional changes first happening slowly and then all at once. What if, as we create our second stage of life, we let go of the self-judgment of our bodies, forget about our societal pressures, and start living in alignment with our passions, our purpose, and use this phase to live boldly and authentically, in health and with vigor. To do this, we need to learn to love and accept our bodies. Our bodies store every memory of every experience, good or bad. To fully embrace the wisdom of our bodies, we might have to explore what feelings and therefore stories need healing and release. One of the most powerful gifts we can give ourselves in our second stage is to realign our body, mind, heart, and spirit. When our inner team works in harmony, we live with greater intention, clarity, purpose, and a much healthier physical experience. But what does this look like in practice? The mind-body connection is aimed at harmonizing thought and physical well-being. Our minds and bodies are deeply intertwined, each influencing the others in ways we might not even recognize. In fact, the mind-body connection is one of the most powerful relationships we have within ourselves. Our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions impact our physical health, just as our physical state can shape our mental outlook. For us, at this stage of life, understanding and nurturing the connection is essential to feeling grounded, empowered, and at peace. The language of our body is senses and emotions. The body experiences our whole world through senses. The mind then creates a story about this emotion, causing us to feel a feeling. If the mind makes up stories of self-loathing, self-criticism, whereby we victimize or even abuse ourselves, this is what will be captured in the memory bank. Take time to reevaluate and become mindful by mapping your feelings and the related emotion to see what story your mind is creating. Make sure the story is true, and if not, recreate the story. Studies have shown that our thoughts can influence everything from stress levels to immune function. Negative and fearful thoughts often cause physical responses like muscle tension, digestive issue, and fatigue. This means that learning to manage our thoughts and the stories we create can lead to profound shifts in our physical well-being. Changing our beliefs about ourselves and our mindset in midlife may include fears around aging, health, and physical limitations. By actively reframing these limiting beliefs, we empower ourselves to see the body as capable, resilient, and worthy of care. Changing our mental perspective can have a real impact on our energy, motivation, and even physical vitality. Think about a recent moment when you thought or believed influenced how you felt physically. What would happen if you chose to see the situation differently? How can you bring a more supportive mental attitude into your daily experience to strengthen the mind-body connection? By nurturing the mind-body connection, we cultivate a more compassionate and holistic approach to health, allowing our thoughts to support rather than hinder our physical well-being. This integration enhances our capacity to live purposefully with greater inner harmony and resilience. As the body-mind connection is healing, it is also important to understand the body-heart connection, what it looks like, and how we can strengthen it. A healthy body-heart connection will help us to lead with love. Our heart isn't just a physical organ, it's also the powerful emotional and spiritual center that connects us deeply with our purpose and values. In many traditions, the heart is considered the bridge between body and soul, helping us access a profound well of inner wisdom. When we talk about aligning body, mind, and spirit, the heart plays an essential role in integrating these layers. Our hearts often hold the answers our minds can't access. When we feel something deeply, whether it's joy, sadness, or empathy, our body responds. Think about the way our heart beats faster if it's excitement, or the way it aches with loss. The heart-body connection is a natural guide showing us what matters most. By learning to trust these cues, we become more attuned to what truly nourishes us beyond logic and external expectations. So many of us are kind to others, but often overlook extending that kindness to ourselves. Bringing heart-centered practices into your relationship with your body will mean showing yourself the same love and care you give others. Imagine for a moment speaking to your body from a place of love, patience, and compassion, instead of critiquing its appearance or abilities. Try approaching it as a trusted partner in this life journey. Here's a simple practice to bring your heart and body into alignment. Set aside a few moments each day. Perhaps when you wake up or before going to bed, place your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what do I need today? Listen for any messages that arise. You might feel it as an urge to rest, move, or even take time for a moment of joy. Allow your heart's wisdom to guide your body's needs. Another powerful way to honor the body-heart connection is by aligning your actions with your heart's desire. Ask yourself, does this choice support my heart's deepest needs? This might involve choosing food that nourishes, movement that's uplifting, or rest that restores. When our choices come from a heart-centered place, they often bring us more fulfillment and peace, transforming our bodies from instruments of work into vessels of love. Take a few moments to reflect on how your heart speaks to your body. What messages is it sending you? Are there ways you can honor these messages daily? Allowing your heart to lead your choices for greater alignment with your body. So as we understand the body-mind connection, the body-heart connection, we now need to understand the body-soul connection. The body is our soul's vehicle, the home of our spirit. Without our body, our soul will have no human experience. A beautiful body is the home that brings together our spiritual being, our emotional being, and our physical well-being together. Our body experiences our world through senses and sensations, creating emotions through which it communicates with us. Our bodies are not just physical forms. It rather is the sacred vessel that houses our soul and carries us through life's journey. The body-soul connection is a profound relationship that goes beyond physicality and taps into the deepest purpose, our true essence, and our spiritual path. When we honor our bodies as home for our souls, we create a life rooted in meaning, connection, and inner peace. Many of us are conditioned to think of the body as separate from our spirit. But what if we saw it as a sacred space? Shifting to this perspective allows us to treat our bodies with love and respect. Instead of focusing solely on physical appearance or capabilities, we can begin to see our bodies as divine vessels, chosen specifically for our unique life's journey. Also consider that this body, in this shape and this form, will never ever exist again. This is the only lifetime chosen for this body and the uniting with this particular soul. Our soul often communicates with us through subtle feelings and instincts within our bodies. That gut feeling you get when something feels right or wrong, or the sense of alikeness when you're aligned with your true path. These are ways your soul uses your body to guide us. By choosing into these messages, we become more attuned to our inner truth and can make choices that honor our soul's purpose. One way to honor the body-soul connection is by incorporating soulful rituals that nurture both. This could be as simple as a quiet moment in nature, lighting a candle as you stretch, or setting an intention before meals to bless and thank your body. These practices bring us closer to our soul, reminding us of our connection with something greater, while also honoring the physical form that allows us to experience life. When we feel a sensation of purpose, it manifests through the body. We feel energized, resilient, and grounded to fully embody our soul's purpose. We can start by embracing all aspects of ourselves, physical, mental, and spiritual. Living purposefully means honoring our body as partner on this journey, as a means to express our values, dreams, and the legacy we hope to leave. Consider the way your soul speaks through your body. How can you honor this connection today? What small ritual, act of kindness can you offer your body as a way of thanking it for carrying your soul? As you observe this and realize everything is connected to the other, and there cannot be misalignment between one aspect that will not impact the others. A great way to start the alignment process is to set aside a few minutes each day to connect with your body. This could be as simple as deep breathing exercises or placing your hands on your heart, reminding yourself that your body is here for you, always doing its best. Aligning with our bodies also means making intentional choices about how we care for it. Let's talk about 3 ways we can nurture the relationship practically. Become aware of how you move your body. Is it in a way that supports and celebrates it? Or is it more punitive? Rather than focus on workouts to fix something, we can choose forms of movement that makes us feel alive, whether it's yoga, dancing, or just a long, peaceful walk in nature. The awareness of the intention behind the movement is important. How do we nourish our body with our nutrition? Our relationship with food can be challenging, but when we approach it as fuel for the body and our soul, we can possibly transform how we eat. Each meal can be a choice for nourishment, to honor the body rather than restricting it. Another important thing is to listen to our body's needs and listen how our bodies communicate its needs through energy levels, moods, even physical sensations. Taking time to tune in, we honor those needs. That might mean rest, movement, or simply taking time to slow down. As we grow older, we start thinking about legacy, how we'll be remembered, and the impact we'll leave on our loved ones. Imagine if one aspect of our legacy is self-love, self-acceptance, modeled through how we treat ourselves and how we take care of our bodies. What if, when our grandchildren or children look at us, they see a woman who values herself, who honors her body and all it has given her? They'll see that aging can be beautiful, wise, and empowered. This perspective shifts can become a part of our legacy, leaving behind a model of self-love, wholeness, self-respect that resonates long after we're gone. To wrap up today's episode, I invite you to join me in a simple gratitude ritual. If you are in a safe place and you're able to do so, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Place your hands on your heart. Think of one thing your body did for you today, whether big or small. Maybe it carried you throughout a workout, helped you hold a loved one, or maybe allowed you to be present in this moment. Take a moment to thank it and say to yourself, "Thank you, body, for all you do." Embracing your relationship with your body with love, compassion, and respect is one of the most empowering acts we can do, especially in this stage of life. It is also the biggest gift we can give our daughters. Thank you for joining me in this episode. Please like, subscribe, and share the podcast with your friends. Follow me on social media or visit herseconstage.com for more information about community and some supporting tools for your journey to your amazing second stage of your life.
Let it ride.